Good evening, everybody, and happy Monday. Welcome to Boss FM Evening News. I'm Alex Coltrane.
And I'm Skylar Rowe,
Stick around to find out more as we touch on transparent solar cells, a second impeachment, and more. Plus, today's segment, Styles with Sky.
here to bring you the dopest and hottest news. This is Boss FM. Stay tuned.
Wake the streets up. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Wake the streets up. Okay. Come on. Okay. Wake the streets up. Yeah, yeah. Come on. Wake the streets up. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
All right, let's get right into it. Korean scientists from Incheon National University exhibit how they have made the first fully transparent solar cell, meaning just like any kind of solar panel that you find on a roof will be now fully transparent. The recent study by the research team in Korea has made a huge leap in making these cells, and the idea is to be able to integrate it into windows, buildings, and even eventually mobile phones in the future. Now, with this, solar energy will be made more accessible for public use, and not only will it be cost effective, but it's also a noble cause that contributes to a carbon free future. Now, this is big, Sky. What do you think about this?
It's just exciting to see these Koreans do something. Like, they're just so advanced, much more advanced than Americans.
Yeah, it shows just what you can accomplish when you keep your head down and are adamant about something. You will get results. I think it's huge.
It is. But the second Senate impeachment trial of former President Donald Trump is scheduled to begin on February 9th. Senate leaders agreed to push it back to give Trump's legal team a little more time to prepare and to confirm President Joe Biden's cabinet. Ceremonial functions of the trial will occur next week, with the articles being presented on Monday and the senators being sworn in as jurors on Tuesday. The final briefs will be due on February 9th, thus beginning the actual trial. Now, Alex, we know he's no longer in office, but do you think that this impeachment will be a success?
Hard to say. Obviously, we saw how the first one went down, and I think especially now with the new president, a lot of people are just ready to wipe their hands of the Trump administration and be done with it. So we'll see. But like I was saying, now more than ever, Trump has less people than before rallying behind him that have his back. So I think the odds are in favor of the impeachment going through. But I guess we'll see. Only time will tell. So
Yeah, I agree with you. Like, it's only time will tell.
exactly. But in other news, Henry Louis Hank Aaron, the Hall of Fame slugger, whose 755 career home runs long stood as baseball's golden mark, has passed away at age 86. Hank Aaron was an American icon and one of Georgia's greatest legends. His life and career made history, and his influence was felt not only in the world of sports, but far beyond through his important work to advance civil rights and create a more equal and just society. Now, as an Atlanta native, I know just how big and how far the reach of Hank Aaron's legacy was. He was definitely an American icon. What do you think, Sky?
I am an Atlanta native as well, and his legacy has definitely touched a lot of lives out here. So it is really sad to see that we have lost another legend, but I do believe his legacy will live on. Comedian Dave Chappelle has tested positive for COVID 19. A spokesperson for Chappelle stated that he is not experiencing symptoms and is currently quarantined. Chappelle was photographed maskless with Joe Rogan, Elon Musk, and more, just one day before the announcement. The results of the others are unknown at this time. Chappelle was set to perform 5 shows at Stubbs Waller Creek Amphitheater in Austin, Texas, which have now been canceled and refunded. Now, I do wish Chappelle a speedy and safe recovery.
Yeah, definitely a huge fan of Dave Chappelle. But when you're running around with no mask, there's only so much I could say there. I think you have responsibility as an entertainer with the influence that you hold to set an example and lead by example. So wear the mask. It's not that hard. But anyway, watch out, everybody. Florida man is back at it again. This time, it's his son. A Florida teenager was sentenced to 45 years in prison on Friday, a month after pleading guilty to charges of killing his own mother and disposing of her body during an argument over his grades. Uh, Gregory Ramos, 17, pleaded guilty in December to charges of first degree murder, tampering with evidence, and abuse of a dead body. Investigators said Ramos confessed to strangling his mother after an argument over his school grades, and the judge handling his case said the sentence would be reviewed after 25 years, and Ramos would stay on probation for the rest of his life after being released from prison. 45 years. That's pretty gnarly. That's uh,
That's a
twice
long,
as much time. I think that's
that's a
kind of crazy.
very long
But
time.
yeah,
But that's what happens when you do the crime, you do the time. So.
exactly. So not much to say there.
But on today's segment of Styles of Sky, we're touching base on the woes and the hell no's. Now, Alex, fashion marketers have predicted 5 things that would not be making a comeback in the spring 2021 fashion season. After looking at this list, there's a few on here that I will not be getting rid of. So, what do you think? The first one on the list is neon green. The second one is tie dye. The third one is bows. Number 4 is tailored suits for men. 5 is thigh high boots. Now, personally, I would not be getting rid of the thigh high boots, but I might have to get rid of the neon green. Now, there's nothing wrong with seeing a man in a nice suit. I actually prefer the tailored look when it fits. Personally, not a fan of the tailored I'm wearing high waters look. I have seen some men coordinate their ties with their socks, which gives a nice, elegant, and clean look. So, Alex, how do you feel about this trend going out of style? And is there a trend that you see yourself getting rid of this spring season?
Um, I'm definitely a fan of tailored anything on anyone. I think when your clothes fit, you just look better, as a general rule. So definitely don't want to get rid of that trend. Maybe for me, the neon green has to go. I mean, there are some instances where it works, but when it misses hard, and I think that's the majority of the time. Personally, if I had to choose another trend to drop, not a huge fan of the Fila Disruptors, the big clunky shoes. I don't know, just
I
seems a
agree
little
with that
silly.
as well. I don't like those
Not
either.
great, but
So leave those in
not.
2020. Let's leave
Yeah,
that.
we can leave those back last year, but
All right, guys, that's it for your Monday evening news. Make sure to tune in tomorrow evening at 8:30 p.m. for some more entertainment updates. And don't forget to tune in tomorrow morning at 10:30 a.m. with Christian and Megan for some more entertainment news with Boss FM.
guys, if you'd like to rewatch our shows, as always, they will be available for replay on our Boss FM app and all of our social media platforms. Thanks again for tuning in. I'm Alex Coltrane.
And I'm Skylar Rowe. Have a great night.